Hello ladies and gentlemen, join me to hand today. I'm going to be doing a beginner's guide to Dragon Ball Legends, what there is, and some tips for people who are new to the game. This is the second anniversary and there's probably going to be a few new players playing. You might be someone new watching this video, so I'm going to try help you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over these icons right here. We're going to start off from left to right. So we have adventure first. Adventures, you get them through playing events and sometimes story and PvP. This one, if you press details, will give you Zenny. What you do is press accept. I just press auto select and start adventure, but it tells you which best element is best for it. So red and green. I'll explain that further on. But that's just adventures. After an hour I'll get my reward once I click it again. I don't need to be on the game, by the way, for that to happen. Next we have events. Now events, we have loads of different things. We have upgrade missions, you could call them. These include soul, rising souls, super souls to soul boost your characters. We'll talk about that later. A level where you can level up your characters and level up their friendship as well. This is really good. There's not really much to say about that apart from you get 2 a day, so there's that. Story, these change, so this Broly one won't be here forever, it's just 10 days. These ones, I'm not sure if these will be here forever, but obviously there's no time limit on them. So you have these, and as you can see, you complete this, and then you have the hard mode as well. And if you're wondering what the 7 out of 7 means, it means that if you go on challenge, I've done all of these, and you get Chrono crystals for them, which we'll talk about what they do soon. We also have recommended. This is usually event stuff. So you have the Ultra Space Time Rush. If you're a new player, you probably can't do all the way up to Rush 5, but you might be able to do Rush 1 and 2 or something like that. And these give you Ultra Space Time tickets, which you can use to summon for new units. We'll be talking about that very soon, or at least after we talk about a few other things. Then we have Rising Battles. Rising Battles basically means that you can get a unit or a sparking unit for free. We're going to be talking about the rarities in a bit. So yeah, you get Z power. We're also going to be talking about that later. I'm saying that quite a lot, but yeah. Next, story. So there's not really too much about the story. It's a simple mobile game story. The premise is the main character called Charlotte, who has entered this tournament without knowing. He had no memory, and now he's trying to find out why there's a tournament going on with loads of different characters from the Dragon Ball universe. So yeah, this is not like the original storyline with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and whatnot. This is a bit different, so that's pretty cool. Next, train. Train is where you can train your characters to level up. You have different items which will level up the character's certain amount. This is used for characters from level 1. So if I use this, I can put it on any character. So this character's level 1. If I use 1, she'll level up to level 80. And this will take 3 hours. I can also put other characters here to level up even more. If I use 10 of them, she will level up even more, as you can see. Bang, level 500. But if you want to do something like this, Planet Beerus, you can't use it on low level characters. They've got to be level 3000 at least to be used or train with that. But these bells are really useful when you get started. You can get a level 1 character straight to level 3000 without the events, which help out leveling up the characters even more. It's not the 2nd anniversary yet, but by the time this video is up, it probably will be. But as you can see, that is that. We also have co-op. This is resets every now and then. It's basically you and someone else, a real player around the world, play against the bot. At this moment it's Kaioken Goku. You make a team, you put characters, and you battle it out, and you get these things called dual coins, I think it is. You get these things, and you can get some Chrono Crystals with it, which I'm about to do right here. Boom, just got 100 Chrono Crystals. But you can also get 30% chance of getting a sparking character and whatnot. So next, PvP. If you're new to the game and you don't have any characters and you don't know how to play the game yet, I'll recommend not playing PvP. Maybe do a casual match, but don't really do rated matches. But once you get more experience, you can do. It can be fun, but it can also be stressful. You know, it's up to you. Then we have guilds. I don't really know too much about guilds myself. All I know is that it's like a clan type thing, and you battle out with other clans, but it's more passive. So it's just the more you play, you know, the more better. You get rewards, but I'm not really sure what you can do with the rewards. I guess you can do an exchange shop right here, and you can get stuff here as well. But it's not that big of a deal. There's nothing really much to that. Then there's missions. These are really important. Reason why daily missions, as you can see, it says use 4 energy for the missions. I've got 10 energy at the moment. This is my energy up here. And once you use 1 energy, it takes 15 minutes for that energy to come back. You don't have to be playing the game for that energy to come back. It can just be, you can have the app closed and whatnot, it will come back. As this is an online based game, and even if your phone gets, you know, it breaks or whatnot, as long as you have this backed up to a Google account or Facebook account or Twitter or something like that, it will keep all your data, which is nice. Obviously you have daily daily challenges, you have event challenges like this hyperdimensional co-op, which I should really be doing because you get Chrono Crystals for them, which I'll tell you what they are used for, although you probably know. We've got rating matches and loads of other things. We've got Zenkai, which we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, this one. Characters. You can see all your characters with the character list. You definitely won't have as many characters as me, or you might do depending on how long you played the game for. But if I'm guessing, if you're watching this video, you probably haven't played the game for that long. But anyway, you can make a team here by pressing party formation, and you can put Android 18 wherever you want, or whatever character you want wherever you want in any of these slots. You get up to 7 different teams which you can swipe from, and you can replace them at any time. You have presets. I've got a few saved. You can register them, and then it says would like to register this party. You can press yes, I'm going to press no, and you can call them, which means that this party will be like, it will go and the other one will be called, but you'll keep the characters obviously. Next, shop. I mean, it's self-explanatory. This is a mobile game, so it has microtransactions. I really would not recommend buying these as they are absurdly expensive. What you get, £40 for 2,000 Chrono Crystals. Don't. If you know, I don't recommend buying them. If you do have the money, you know, you can do that, but I don't recommend doing that. Last thing is summon. Right, this is where it gets to the main stuff. So the way this game works is you get characters, and to get those characters, for the most part, you've got to summon them through spending Chrono Crystals. And there's these things called banners, which have different units on. So this is a Master Pack Z banner, where you can get God of Destruction Beerus, at a higher percentage than usual. I'll talk about that in a second. But let's get to the basics. So, single summon is 100 Chrono Crystals, which is these right here. A 10 character summon is 1000 Chrono Crystals. It takes quite a bit to get 1000 Chrono Crystals, but you know, you get 10 characters and it's not guaranteed what you're gonna get. It basically is like gambling in a way. So we've got 3 main rarity of characters in this game. We have Hero, which is the worst, Extreme, which is, you know, in the middle. You can have some good extreme characters, and then you have Sparking, which is mainly what everyone uses because it's the best character, you know, with the best stats, as you can see. And these are the characters in this banner, and it tells you the percentage, which, as you can see, to get Golden Freeze on this banner, it's 0.7% chance, so pretty low. Usually Sparking is a 1% chance, or when they're not, they'll be 7% chance usually here. For the 2nd anniversary, they're doing 10% chance apparently, so that's nice. But yeah, you also have daily summons, which go down to 20 Chrono Crystals, so there's that. There's also, when you summon, you also get a summoning animation. I'll try to get one on screen right now. So depending on how it is, if it's Planet Namek with green skies, 1 pod, it's probably not going to be anything great. But if it's something like Destroyed Planet Namek, where it's on fire and you kill Frieza, then it's a guaranteed Sparking unit, so you might want to be happy about that. You could search up different animations on YouTube, and you can probably find a lot of videos covering that. Now, there's different type of units on top of the Hero Extreme Sparking. So there's legendary or legend limited units, which are Sparking, and there's Zenkai units, which are also Sparking. As you can see, this Beerus right here, he's Legends Limited. What does that mean? It means that he's a quarter of the chance to get him compared to a normal Sparking unit. So instead of being 1%, he's 0.25%. On this banner though, he has double rates, so he's 0.5% instead of 0.25. And another thing which separates them from other units is that he has a skill or move, which if you use it at the end of the battle when the enemy has, or the opponent has, a character which is almost dead, and you use that skill or move, it will put up a secret animation which will then say legendary finish, and it kind of makes you feel good about yourself. So yeah, there's that. And second of all is Zenkai. Zenkai units have been introduced to buff up older units which were really weak, like this Goku. This was one of the first units which came out. This was almost 2 years ago which this unit came out, so it's a pretty old unit. But what Zenkai does is it gives them better abilities, so that you can use the character with different teams. So if we look at the Z ability for normal Goku, he has 19% to tag Saiyan base strike attack. So if I have other Saiyans on the team with this character, then they'll be getting 19% to their base strike attack. With the Zenkai ability of rank 1, you get all of these, so 20% base strike attack, 15% base blast attack, 15% to base strike defense, and whatnot. So you get quite a few more things, which makes the character kind of usable when before it wouldn't be. However, to Zenkai unit, you need to get them to 7 stars, and then you've got to do some challenges with them, which is basically use them loads of times and get them to rank 10, I think, unless they've changed that. But there's another Zenkai units, which are the free-to-play Zenkai units. What they've done so far is that you need to play co-op right here to get the medals, whatnot, or the Z power to But there is one other unit which can Zenkai, but Zenkai is a little bit different. At the moment, it's only Zenkai Goku Youth, but they're adding a Zenkai Trunks Youth as well, which will be able to be obtained in the same way, I think. So the way it works is on co-op, there will be a boss which you'll fight, and when you beat him, he'll give you tickets which you can then summon on here to get Zenkai Z power. So as you can see, this is one of them, but this one uses Chrono crystals because it's not a free to play unit. So the Zenkai Z power will then level up the Zenkai level. You have one from 1 to 7. Obviously, the higher, the more powerful your unit is. And you could say the unit is kind of broken the higher it is. But, you know, if you've got a lot of time and you want to grind out a free unit, you can do. Otherwise, if you've got a lot of money, you can do the other thing, which is spend the money. So yeah, we got that. So we talked about Z power, but what is Z power exactly? So every unit in the game has something called Z power. So if we look at his Bardock right here, he is 3 stars, and to be at 3 stars, he has to have at least 700 Z power, I'm pretty sure. My Bardock has 800 Z power. To get a character at 2 stars, you need 600 Z power. Well, Sparklings come with 600 Z power, so they are standard at 2 stars. Hero characters only give you 100, so they are 0 stars. And Extremes come with 200, so they are 1 star. To get to 2 stars, you need 400, and then to get to 3 stars, it's either 700 and 800. I don't know, but either way, you can go up to 14 stars. And what does it mean? What's the point of it? So it's all about the ability. As you can see, at 3 stars, Bardock gets a 28% to tag Saiyan base strike attack, which is great. At 6 stars, he gets 32% base strike attack to Saiyans, and also 15% base blast attack to Team Bardock. So obviously that helps with the teams you want to make. The next thing I will talk about is soul boosting. This is where you use them rising souls, which we talked about earlier, and the super souls to boost up a character. So these, I'll try to get a character which I haven't soul boosted at all. For example, this Android 18 right here. Don't think I have. Okay, I did soul boost it a little bit. So if we go here, as you can see, it will tell us what it costs. It will cost 2 rising souls level 1 and 2 level 2 5 level 2 rising souls, and you can keep doing it, or you can press auto select and it selects all of them for you, and it tells you what you're going to be using. Soul boost, easy as that, and your character is now a lot stronger. As you can see, it tells you what you get. And class up, you use 4 level 1 super souls, and they're going to be red ones because it's a red character. If it was a yellow one, it would be a yellow one. And 2 of these. I'm going to press OK. As you can see, it tells me. I'm going to press soul boost, and now we have raised another class. When you do this, not only does your character get more powerful, but you also unlock the ability to put more equipment on them, which equipment, as you can see, adds more percentage or abilities to your character. So if we look at this equipment, for example, it will give Charlotte 15% strike defense and 15% more blast defense, which is helpful, 14% strike attack, and so on. This is all really helpful, and I would recommend you guys getting some of them. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the exchange shop, which is right here. Now we kind of touched on this a little bit already, but we got a lot of different types of currencies apart from Chrono crystals. These are all free to play currencies, I'm pretty sure. Yep, they are. we get these coins, which you can use to get sparking characters, well, kind of. To get one character, you need 100 Z power. So if I got this twice, I would have 100 Z power of Gohan Youth, and so I would get that character. But you need 14 of them sparking medals, and you usually get one of these medals every day from doing your daily challenges. So I wouldn't really spend it on any of these. If anything, I'll spend it on the 100 sparking Z power, so you can go get a sparking character from 2 stars to 3 stars and increase the Z ability, which is really helpful. But that is actually pretty much it, I think. Alright, I'm gonna cut myself off real quick because I've missed a few things which are really important about the game. So the first thing I missed, which I'm pretty sure I didn't talk about, was the type advantage colors. So I'll put a picture on the screen up right now, which will show you the different elements in the game. This is really important, as it will tell you which element is stronger than the other. That's what this game is all about. Blue is stronger than red, red is stronger than yellow, yellow is stronger than purple, purple is strong against green, and green is strong against blue. The dark color is strong against all of the characters, and the light color is strong against dark characters, and is type neutral against everyone else. So if a green goes against a blue, the green will be stronger and will do the more damage, while the blue will do little damage to it. If a green goes against a red, then they will both be type neutral, so they'll do the same amount of damage to each other, and the person with the most damage and the best skill will usually win. So that is that out of the way. It's really important for beginners. I forgot to mention it. And the last thing is a quick way to get Chrono crystals. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it. I made the video yesterday, and this is the morning when the anniversary is out. I was supposed to upload it by now, but unfortunately not. But anyway, another way to get Chrono crystals is you just do the whole of the story. Try to do as much as you can, and if you do the story, as you can see, you get Chrono crystals from challenges, and you also get 10 Chrono crystals for each story chapter you do. And on top of that, if you go on missions, not only do you get 10 Chrono crystals for the story, you also get another 10 Chrono crystals for completing it on missions. And as I've mentioned before, you get loads on here, and I've not even seen this yet, but you can get loads of these, so definitely do these as well. There's these ones as well. So these ones get 10,000 thank you banquet. Already I'm assuming that that's an adventure, so if I go on event, let's see, I'm guessing it's on event. Okay, well I haven't even been on this tab yet, so it's downloading. Story, I think it's these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Invincible Android 18, and I'm going to go on chapter EX4, and I've already completed all these challenges. So if you haven't, then just start the battle and play it. But since I have completed all these challenges, it allows me to skip. So I'm going to skip it 10 times. So I can get 10 adventures for 3 hours. 10 3-hour adventures. So boom, we get loads of these equipments, which are useful. But obviously you don't need all of these, so you can delete them. So I got 3 adventures. That's nice. What I'm going to do first though is I'm going to delete them equipments after I've upgraded them. So what I can do is I can upgrade these equipments to a higher level. So I'm going to press upgrade all. The reason why I'm upgrading them is because they can be really good. So good equipments go from A to S to Z rank. If it's C equipment or B equipment, it's not really great unless it's the only one of that type that you have. So I'm going to upgrade these, and it doesn't seem like we got anything good. So what I'm going to do is press sell, and let's sell all of these. Boom. Now, I'm only upgrading on Standard because I've got loads of Rising Souls and whatnot. So I can just do that. But yeah, by upgrading them, you see what they do. So usually it's just slot 1 which is complete. But by upgrading them, you get slot 2 and 3. And obviously the better rank it is, the better these stats are going to be. Anyway, let's go back to adventure. And this one, which I did yesterday, is done. But also these, it tells me the rewards you get, which is going to help with the getting them things, them rewards on missions. So I'm going to put all of these characters in. I'm just going to press auto select and let it select it for me, as it usually does the best. But you can check, all you need is GT characters. So if you're new to the game, you probably don't have GT characters, so you might just have to put other characters which are red and green, which is what I used to do for the first year of playing the game. So it still works. And yeah, oh, look at this, available uses none. So I'll press as unlock, and I've got 360 of them. So yes, as I said, you get them from the exchange shop somewhere, I can't really remember where, but that's where you get them. And in 3 hours I'll be getting these things. I'm guessing it's going to be an exchange shop. Let it load. I'm going to get these anniversary adventures. So then with them, I can use them to buy thank you for 2 years, summoning tickets, and other things. On top of that, with Rising Souls and Super Souls as well. So that's quite good. I usually only use it for these Master Pack, energy tickets. Energy tickets basically give you energy. Let's give an example right now. So I can either use my energy tank, I can use 10 Chrono crystals to fill it up, or I can recover it or restore it using energy tickets, which I've got a lot of. But that is actually pretty much it, I think. If I've missed anything, then put it down in the comments. But I think that's basically the basics. I hope this has helped. If you've got any questions, please ask them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. But anyway, that's it. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And I'll be trying to upload some summoning videos for the new anniversary. And as always, Dragon Meteor signing out. Peace.